so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Here.
I love having you for my roommate. It's so great.
Honey, are we having a crisis or something?
Where are you going?
Over to the country club. I was going to write a note from your mother, but she should be home soon. Would you tell her that my boss, Ross Marler, is speaking after some luncheon, and I don't know if I'll be back here for dinner?
Don't I get a hug first?
Well, we are going to just have to find you a support group for kids who hug too much.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye. Michelle!
What?
The clergy are watching a home movie of missionaries tirelessly gardening in the jungle.
You know, I told them I couldn't possibly be here before 3 o'clock, and here it is a little after 2. It's a sin to tell a lie, Henry, especially to that many clergymen.
Oh, well, they're finding it very moving, the movie.
I'll tell them I didn't want to interrupt the movie. Yes, thank you.
Incidentally, this is why I insisted on having luncheon with you today. There's a check from the employees at Spaulding, myself included, from all of us to all of you.
Thank you.
You'll find a list of the contributors and all that relevant information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I happen to know that Spaulding also made a contribution to my opponent.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Typical, isn't it?
Are you telling me that my darling little girl... All the earrings right off my head, yeah.
Like, you're such a tattletale. Bridget lets me borrow her earrings.
That's not the point. Michelle, did you ask if you could borrow them?
I was going to give them right back. I just wanted to see how hard it would be.
Good thing they're clip-ons, otherwise I'd have holes in my ears the size of the Grand Canyon. But why, Michelle, why? Maureen, you really have to ask? Is this something Jenna Bradshaw taught you to do?
No. She says all that's a professional secret and that it takes years of practice.
Michelle, are you getting the message that there's a lesson to be learned in this?
I shouldn't have started with something so big that would be missed so easily.
Speak of the devil. Finally, a woman who makes me look like Joan of Arc.
Why don't you and I go and have a little chat?
In my presence, if you don't mind?
No, that's an even better idea. Michelle, I am very sorry. I'm very annoyed with myself if I gave you the wrong idea about stealing. All it does is make you lots of enemies and get you into an awful lot of trouble.
Not you. You only went to jail for a few minutes.
Now, that's not the point. Stealing may look easy, but look how terribly old I am, and what do I have to show for my life?
A lot of pretty dresses.
Well, yes, but they're just gifts. Gifts. They're gifts. I am so flattered that you admire me. But please don't admire me for the things that I'm ashamed of. Things that lost me my prince. Do you remember? I couldn't bear it if that happened to you.
Neither could I.
So why don't you admire me for being cheerful, just like you are.
And pretty.
Just like you are. I think that about wraps it up for my admirable qualities. But it's all right to be friends with someone who isn't perfect. That's what I like about our friendship.
I don't think you're going to be in the country long enough to join Campfire Girls.
Is that true? You're leaving?
I might have to. Do you know what? I'm going to see a man about that right now.
Michelle, why don't you go wash up for lunch, please?
Bye, Jenna. Sorry, Blake.
Bye. Well, how did I do?
You said some of the right things.
Yeah, but they sounded preposterous coming from you.
This man you're going to see wouldn't happen to be related to me, would he?
Well, I don't think so. But then again, around here, you never know. Everyone seems to be related to everyone else.
Because I really wouldn't count on Daddy throwing around his weight to keep you and your little dresses from being deported.
Maureen, Michelle is all right. Really, every child adores an outlaw. She'll grow out of it. She'll tire of me. Just as Blake quite correctly hopes that her father will tire of me.
Jenna and Roger? Don't even think about it. I'll spoil your lunch.
Are you staying for lunch? You look like you're going out.
Yeah, I was. But, you know, now that I have you alone here, there is something I have been meaning to ask you. Not that I think Michelle's going to rob me in my sleep or anything, but now that AC and Julie have moved out of the garage apartment, what would you think about me taking it over?
You? Or you and Ross? Because those are two completely different questions.
So, Henry, I've heard rumors in all the best places, of course, that your lovely daughter and Fletcher Reed are about to be married.
Would it were true. Catastrophe.
It's off?
Oh, yes, poor Fletcher. There's a fly in the ointment, a prairie horse fly.
What did Billy do?
Oh, well, you know Vanessa. It's very hard for her to give up on anything or anybody. She probably still thinks that she has a hold over you. So, if she weren't so old, well, not that she's so old, but if she weren't too old, I would spank her. No, who am I fooling? I couldn't spank her even when she was in diapers. I could no more have spanked her than I could have spanked Barbara Stanwyck.
Yeah, Henry, I am sorry to hear this. I had high hopes for Vanessa this time.
Ross, you know, you have always been my favorite among Vanessa's exes.
I'm honored, Henry.
Well, you should be. She has a very distinguished group of alumni. And I have always thought that she would make a wonderful wife for a politician. She's beautiful, charming, devious. What did you call her?
Henry, even if the sparks were still there...
Oh, her sparks are capable of infinite rekindling.
Yeah, well, even if they are, Henry, to start a romance in the middle of a senatorial campaign is not wise, particularly when Roger Thorpe is out tilling the countryside for a little dirt on her.
Is there any?
I'm ashamed of nothing that I've done.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, I was beginning to think all the mischief had gone out of you. Now, you haven't been too wicked, I hope, or too indiscreet.
Henry, the best insurance is the ability to fight back. Now, this unholy alliance between Roger Thorpe and Leo Flynn has been going on for quite a while.
Well, when Flynn was first appointed, Thorpe was practically spoon-feeding him strained peaches. Thorpe was still president of Spaulding at that time.
Yes, exactly. And I would be curious to know if the political contributions back then were as legal as the one you just gave me.
Oh, well, that would take an insider with access to all the records.
Uh-huh.
And come to think of it, intrigue is as interesting a way as any to spend the afternoon.
My old friend, I'd be indebted to you.
Yeah, but not enough to make that teeny little call to my poor daughter.
Henry, how about a heartfelt personal note?
We shall negotiate later. Meanwhile, good luck with the cloth.